Well, a little update on Jsnip4's Tennessee status. As you may or may not know, if I haven't mentioned it since you've been a subscriber, since probably 2008, I'd say at least, right around there anyways, maybe 2007, whatever, I've been wanting to go to Tennessee. Don't know why the calling was there. I didn't know Pastor Dawa, you know, he lives there. Didn't know anybody, matter of fact, just wanted to go out kind of in the country, and for whatever reason, Tennessee was that deal that I just wanted to go there. Well, we ended up going on a vacation, I think actually prior to me really wanting to go out there. Matter of fact, I'm positive that would have been like 2006, I think, February, or maybe it was 2005. Anyways, my wife and I went up there with some friends up in the Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg, and we all rented like a big cabin thing and stayed in it and whatever. But I mean, that's not where you're seeing the big land and stuff. That's not why I wanted to go to Tennessee. I don't know why. But nonetheless, I did, and I do. And Pastor Dawa, as y'all know, lives up in the northern, eastern, a little bit area, which is not where I'm going to be. I'm going to be about 3 hours away. This particular location that I found. I've got a check with me right now that I'll be putting in the mailbox at work to send this lady to hold the property for me until I can get up there and see it around the second week of December. And my boss is actually going up there this week to work on his restaurant that he's going to be starting, a barbecue place, and he's going to look at the house for me while he's up there anyway, just so I don't waste the time and drag my whole family up there in 3 weeks from now and say, hey, this thing's a wreck, you know. But I've already seen video of it online. Actually, the realtor put it online, so it looks good. It's 10.5 acres. I mean, it's got you know, a home already on the place. It's got a big like garage slash workshop slash barn thing, whatever. It's got concrete floors. It's got an air compressor, electricity. As far as the shop is concerned, you know, it's surrounded by people who farm. I can look at Google Earth and see the farm, the crops being, you know, the rows of stuff and, you know, whatever. So here's the other thing that, you know, I'm looking at this. My boss wants me to come up, and I'm not going to be making the kind of salary I make down here as an IT guy, because I'm going to be putting in a notice here actually very soon, a 60-day notice to the other boss, because we already told her, etc., you know, what's going on. So she needs to have someone to replace me, or at least some of what I do, and then I can do other stuff remotely. Anyways, I'm going to be changing careers and running, or whatever, help running a barbecue shop in Tennessee. It is going to be in the town of Clifton, Tennessee, which is a very small town. Although I won't be living there, I'll be living somewhat close around that area. So the interesting thing with this house is that I originally planned, because I know the real estate market's going to be diving even more. I mean, I'll tell you all right now, you haven't seen anything yet. The worst is yet to come in real estate prices going down. That's a positive for anybody that's got cash to spend, because you can find that, oh my God, I don't even need to get a loan from a bank. I'm going to go buy something outright cash, which includes possibly buying it from the bank itself, because the banks themselves are going to also have to drop prices in real estate for people to buy them. So this particular lady, there was they had it listed at $69,000 or something, and she had a lady fly in they were closing on her house, another party, so she had a check basically in hand to give this lady as a big down payment, and then she was going to buy it off, you know, literally like days later when her house closed, her sale. Well, it turns out, as she's down there about to hand the lady the check for the property, the one that I'm looking at, oh my God, the realtor calls. Don't stop right there. The deal just fell through with your other house up here. Fell through at the last minute, literally at the signing table. Oh my God. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I gotta fly back. This isn't gonna work. My deal just fell through. Boom. Had a couple other interested people, fell through. Fell through. She's getting tired of it. Her and her husband, we got to get out of this property. We're tired of it. We already have our new place. We don't need this place anymore. It's sitting here. We're done. We're selling it. They dropped the price to $49,000 around there, $1,000, $50,000. Well, I happened to find it because I was looking at some other property, asking the realtor, hey, you know, what about this property? He talks about it. Okay, well, so by the way, do you happen to know anybody that is like, you know, they own the house outright or something, some land or whatever, and they're willing to do like an owner financing kind of thing? Just thought I would ask, you know, since I am not going to get financed. And he says, you know, there's actually one. It's actually a pretty nice property. It's livable right away. You can move in. It's on 10.5 acres. Anyways, it's this property. And it's the only one that I know of and have looked for that's owner financing. And it's not just a piece of land that I have to work, you know, to make it into, bring a house, have it built, or a trailer or something. It's all already there. And I said to myself, you know, so I'm finding out that the deal closed through, and it closed, or didn't close and fell through. And there's another person she was working with that wanted to give her a certain amount of money down. She wasn't willing to accept that. So there's like, it's got hot action now finally. Like at this price that they lowered it was like fire sale. You know, even in today's housing prices, it was a fire sale. I'm like, oh my God. So I had a dream yesterday. Because I told the realtor said I'm gonna contact her and I'll contact you back on Monday. So I take that back. It was Sunday morning. I went to bed, you know, Sunday night went to bed, Monday morning I woke up. But I'd already known from past Friday, that the realtor said, I'm going to be talking with her over the weekend. I'll run by her, see if we can't get you in the house and that kind of thing. But I know she's already working with somebody locally that she was supposed to be doing something similar to what you offered. And what I offered was, let me live there for a year. I'll pay you a lease or rent for a year. And then at the end of that, give me the option to buy. And she wants several thousands of dollars down, by the way. And I said, well, I just don't know if I want to give you that much down to start with when I'm just getting up there. I'd really like to sit there for a year and just make sure everything's going to work out and then do it, you know. Well, she came back with a lot less down and said, I'll still do the payment thing with you for the whole year. And the amount you give me down, I'll apply it towards the rest of it owed if you decide to take the house at the end of the year, basically. And if not, then I'm keeping the few $1,000s. You know, it's actually like $3,000 down. She gets to keep the $3,000. That's fine. I can already tell, at least from here, of course I need to go see the place, but from the looks of it, there's not going to be any issues whatsoever, period. And I think I'm fixing to make a move here shortly, like literally within 2.5 months. I think I'm going to be up in Tennessee, but I still have to bring the wife, the family up to take a look at the place. We're going to be up there around the second week of December to just verify, kind of thing. So I have an opportunity to buy a house, rent it for $400 a month in the meantime, and then after I decide yes, I want it, let's say in any time before that, it's going to be in the contract that if I decide 3 months in, this is definitely for us, we want this, everything's great, I can then say, forget making rent payments to you. Now I'm going to start making you the buyout payments, which actually are $700 a month. So I've got all this figured out. I've done all the math. It's not going to be a problem, even though I'm taking a big pay cut by leaving IT world over here and going into, you know, restaurant world as far as barbecue places. And I know a lot of restaurants are hard to, you know, do and keep up, and especially in this economy. But there's like no competition whatsoever anywhere, I mean, even close to where Clifton, Tennessee is. We've been through all the towns. We've talked to so many people. And the way my boss got his property up there is actually similar to how I got this one, where the guy was offering owner financing and someone was paying on it and contacted the guy and was like, I can't make payments anymore, I'm just done, just go ahead and relist it. So my boss and I have been looking around for so long, we met all these different realtors. A realtor called my boss and said, hey, remember that one I was telling you about? That guy quit paying. It's got a little cabin already on the property. It's 40 acres. My boss was like, boom, I want it. So, and again, the nice thing is, it doesn't require any financing. It doesn't go on your credit report. It's simply somebody saying, I'll finance you myself. So they're going to charge you like 8% interest or whatever, 7 or 8, depending on, you know, whatever. But again, it's totally worth it. You don't have to deal with these crooked, sorry-ass bankers. I'd rather give my money in interest rate, even more interest rate than a bank would ask for right now. I would rather give that to a human, a human, so to speak, a person, rather than give it to a sorry-ass bank. So I'm glad it worked out this way. All this stuff is coming together. Anyways, Monday morning, I wake up, and that's the day that I'm waiting to hear his phone call or his text message to me saying, sorry, this other person she was working with a similar deal that you were asking for, she's going to go ahead and close it with them because they're, you know, they're a local person, they're working with them. So I'm over the weekend thinking, man, I don't know if this is going to go through. I may not get this call, and if I don't get this call, I don't know what, I mean, I could go rent a place over there, but man, I really was wanting to set that up to where I can just do like a owner financing thing. It would be just freaking perfect. But they're far and few in between. You know, it's not every day that you see that. So I wake up Monday morning, and again, I'm waiting later on to get the phone call or the text message. And I wake up, it's early. I'm like, oh man, I'm going back to bed. It's way too early for me to wake up. So I go back to bed, I fall asleep, of course, and then right before I gotta wake up to head into work, I have a double dream in the flash. I mean, so fast that it was dream, boom, wake up. Like that. And the dream was very simple. There was nothing else attached to this dream. It was almost like someone came to me and boom, here's a dream, take it away. That fast. And the dream was, this guy called you, it's a go, the property's gonna be yours. Boom. This guy called you, it's a go, the property's gonna be yours. Boom. Then I wake up. Double dream. Never had that in my life. Never a double dream as far as, you know, there's been times I remember when I was a kid, I'd have the same dream, like, you know, months apart or whatever kind of thing. Very few times of that, but I've never had a dream and then it stops and replays again. Almost like, hey, I don't want you to forget this, Jsnip. I need you to remember this when you wake up, so I'm going to give it to you again. And not only that, as soon as it ends the second time, I'm waking you up immediately so you can go to work. Now that's not a sign. All this working out together, my boss doing his thing up there, getting his property, finding a place that's already ready to go as a restaurant in a town that doesn't have any restaurants, him finding extra additional equipment locally here in the Tampa area for fire sale prices. Like I think one of the things he was getting was a pizza oven that it was just too good of a deal to pass up, for one thing, and a couple like other ovens, one being like I think a rotisserie oven and maybe I don't know if it was a bed baking oven or what. There's a certain name for that, like the kind that you see like at Subway or whatever, a pre-oven or whatever they call them, I forget. All these things, like, oh, here you go, auction right here for you. So he's got all this happening, everything's working out. It's almost, again, this is like a path of, you know, laid upon us in gold and silver. Here you go. You know, you can trip and try to purposely fall off the path and look the other way, and it's like, oh no, here you go. This is all for you guys, you know. So this is a sign, in my opinion, this is meant to be 100%. Again, I've never had a double dream that was like a 1 second dream. It was a flash of my mind, done, wake up. What the hell was that? I woke up, sat up in my bed, I was like, what in the hell was that? And I kind of got excited because I said, well, you know, it came through. I'm going to get this house now. Owner financing, no credit check, no nothing, just give her the down payment. So then again, then that nighttime when I hear the text message, ding, 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 oh crap. Oh man, I hope that was him. And then I thought to myself, man, maybe I don't want to hope it was him, because if he's calling me with bad news, this is going to suck. And I'll just go rent somewhere, but then I'll have to start finding a place to rent instead of finding a place that I could potentially own, which is still okay, you know, but man, it'd be better to own something, especially at a fire sale price, with 10.5 acres, barn slash, and it even had a little small barn for like a horse or something, she said. All fenced in, pasture area. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Matter of fact, I may go ahead and send you like an eye view at the end of this video, you know, like from Google Earth kind of thing. Actually, Bing Maps has a better view. I'm not gonna tell you obviously the address or nothing, but I will show you what it looks like looking down on the earth without you being able to, anybody being able to figure out where this is at. You know, I'm not going that crazy, so to let everyone know my freaking new address, but just to give you an idea of what I got for $49,000, owner financing, etc. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. I mean, this is what I've been wanting, and I wanted it earlier. But again, if the timing's not right and I want it and I move out in a hurry, okay, I'm out here. Now what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, now how do I get income? How do I do this? How do I do that? The beautiful thing is I've got another like-minded person, my boss, the owner of the company I work for, like-minded, We're nearby each other. He's got his property with 42 acres, or 40 acres. I've got mine now with 10.5. Fixing to anyways, I'm pretty sure. Once I go up and make sure, obviously. He's on one side of the restaurant coming in this way. I'm on the other side of the restaurant coming in this way to work every day. It's a small town. The county itself, I think there's 25 or 26,000 people. And then there's 2 or 3 cities, and the cities probably have maybe 2 or 3, 4,000 people each. So let's just say 30, 35,000 total in this entire large county. It's slow there. Rush hour traffic, there was no such thing when I saw it. Slow paced. Everyone knows everybody. It's the kind of place where you can shake a man's hand and say, hey, I'm going to do this work for you. I'll be there on such and such day or whatever. You go there, you do the work, no signed contract. Hey, you owe me $500. Here you go. You don't pay the $500, everyone in the town, the whole area is going to know you're no good for the money. And they're not going to do business with you. Pretty cut and dry. Old school. Give me a handshake. Done. So, the people there are nice. We sat down and ate at a table, and the guy that we met that's doing some work for my boss was sitting down. Hey, come on over here, you know, we'll sit down and talk. So then the UPS guy comes in, some other guy comes in, they sit down at the table. We don't know them, you know, but they're like our friends. We're having a good conversation, we're all chatting, and then the guy that we knew leaves. The other two, we're all still staying, chatting, and everyone's nice. And you're behind somebody, and let's say you're getting a little close because they're maybe going a little slower than you'd like. Not that you're necessarily riding their butt, but they can see you're catching up. Before you even realize, oh, I'm riding this guy's butt, or like as you start to creep up, they're already going to pull over because they see, oh, this guy or girl, whoever's behind me, is in a hurry. Oh, let me get out of their way. I'm thinking, oh, they're turning. Oh, there's no road there. What are they doing? What do they pull over for? And then they get back on and keep going. I'm thinking, did they just get out of our way? Did another human being on planet Earth do something very kind and actually get out of your way while driving? Nah, maybe they made a mistake. Same thing happens again. Oh, see him look in the rear view. Oh, okay, let me get over. Little wave even, hey. I'm coming up on you like the aggressive, you know, Florida, you know, city boy, get out of the way. Get out of the way and wave. Hey, have a nice day. Let me tell you something. When you have that mindset of I'm in a hurry and everyone's in my way, and someone actually moves out of your way and then waves or whatever, trust me, you don't feel like, oh, you better move. It's more like, oh, that was wrong of me. Why was I riding them? Oh, they just made me feel so bad because they actually moved out of my way and freaking waved to me. Ooh, kind of puts you in your place a little bit. Not to say that we were doing that. I'm just giving you an example though, because that's the mindset. That's the country, slow life, everyone knows everybody kind of town. You know, we met the chief of police, we met the city manager. These guys were fantastic. Beautiful people. So, I'm excited to go up there, and I want to share it with you because nothing's going to change other than me probably. Well, I mean, I will be taking a lunch, and usually when I do videos like in my car right now, I'm way early, so I'm sitting out here in the parking lot. But like you'll see my videos during the afternoon sometimes. Usually I'll, like right after I eat lunch or something, I'll still have some time. I'll come out here and do a little video kind of thing. That's usually how I do it here. Again, if I'm working at a barbecue place, I will have a break and I can run outside or run in the back room and do a little quick video if I need to, you know what I mean? We're going to have internet there, obviously. They have DSL at least. Not to say that's like the greatest thing, but you know, it will at least have something. At the house, same thing. I believe their internet, DSL, same type of scenario. So I'm still doing videos. I'm still doing the same thing I was doing. If I didn't tell you this right now, it would not even matter. You wouldn't even know it, other than, hey, it looks a little different where you are for some reason, Jsnip. You know, maybe you catch something outside of the corner of my window or something, you know, some snow or something. You wouldn't know any different. I'm not stopping my YouTube videos. I'm going full force with this stuff because we're entering that phase now of America's not going to be doing too well over the coming years in lots of different respects, as you all know. So I got to keep reporting. I got to keep people up to date. That's not going to stop. So just wanted to share that with you. This isn't some kind of, you know, breaking news video, but what, you know, what the hell? Why not tell what's, you know, what's going on?